Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, men and women of Goodwill. My name again still remains Onyebuchi Ashiburobi, known as the Grace Seer or the Sea of the Seer, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Eziokwu nke Chineke ana-akọ mmiri, eziokwu nke Olisa bi n'igwe. That is one thing that I have come to preach. Just hit the like button and share the program. Hit the like button and share the program as well. Just let people know that Onyebuchi Ashiburobi is already here to preach that nothing but that undiluted truth to you. You must hit the like button and share. So on today's very program is a by force for Ruga or whatever you call it. I could remember when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was around lecturing us what they call Ruga. Ruga is something that once you give them 1 inch of your land today, they claim 5 inches of your land. Go to too many countries that have given or accepted this very Islamic this thing, or they have dominated. Go and ask them. They first of all demand for a small portion so that we can rear our cow. In the next years, they will tell you that small portion, it is their great-grandfather that have been there, not them again. They will start buying the next people in that land. And we have seen examples of it in North Banta. North Banta, it was a small portion that was given to them. Then they claim acres of land, which they have expanded and established their Islamic Caliphate. What excuse do we have? Then our people became worried. Oh, you cannot establish Ruga in our land. Then you see all these governors that are now preaching Ruga to you, telling, oh, we reject Ruga because Ruga have another intent. All of them were acting as if they know what they were doing. All of them were acting that they don't need Ruga again because they know the origins of Ruga and what Ruga represents. Today, go to all of them and ask them, are you still claiming that you don't need Ruga again? In this very video, I will play to you how these very governors, I could remember when the former governor of Ebonyi State, what is his name, was preaching, oh, that they don't need Ruga because Ruga have some intent. Today, he is the one preaching to you that you must allow Ruga. You must allow it. That if you go to North, there is cattle ranches as in areas. And I am asking these very people, is this cattle ranches a public business or Nigeria or a government business? When does a personal individual business becomes a national issue? In Ladipo, Igbo people's business are being shrunk by the same government, telling them, oh, this is our ways. It is government areas. You did not ask question. We want to use this to establish Kefao. We want to use it to establish Tombofao. And the same our people blame our people. Oh, before you buy land, why don't you ask? Oh, this thing belongs to government. Now you have bought it. And government is collecting it. If you go to Oriulowu, Lagos, Oriwolowu Ejigbo area, if you go to what are they calling it, all this Alaba area, they are collecting our lands. Technically, telling you, oh, you bought where you are not supposed to buy. And people are still blaming our people. Oh, before you buy land, why don't you ask questions? These are government truths. These are our people struggling to establish how they can eat and how they can manage their own business. Our own people. Yet, they got blamed for it. Now you see some bunch of irredeemable, I don't know what to say, irredeemable Olus. I saw some bunch of irredeemable Olus telling people that, oh, we must establish ranches. The same thing our people got blamed for it, that they bought lands belonging to government for another thing. Now they are being destroyed. That's something they encourage other people who did not buy your land. Now they are forcing you to give your land to those people because they need it to ranch their private business. I don't know if anyone is understanding me. Before I will make sense to you, me and you must meet in the same highness. We must meet in the same highness. I am Onyebuchi Ashibrobi, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Nwa Ashibrobi Kambo. And the truth that I preach on this very platform remains undilutedly. You must hit the like button and share. For the truth, they say, stands for ages. And only the truth shall set us free, please. I want to let you know that these governors have sold you. Now let me put, what is his name? Dave Umahi. Let me put the video of Dave Umahi to you, so that Dave Umahi, the same person, saying when he was a governor, that he did not need the cattle ranches, that there is undertone, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was around lecturing people on the imminent peril and the imminent dangers of their lives. So he was pretending, oh, we don't need it. There is undertone. You thought that you were speaking with somebody. I want you to watch the video of Dave Umahi telling you that you need ranches. And if you do not accept ranches, you will be paid for it. Unless you accept ranches, the people buying you will stop. And government will do nothing because you did not accept ranches. It is very difficult. But it is very easy for the people claiming to be government to track kidnappers in the East. But it is not easy for them to trap the same kidnappers when they are Fulani. It is not easy. But when they are Igbo, it is easy. I don't know if you are getting where I'm going. When they are Igbo, it is easy. When they are Fulani, it is difficult. For me to tell you that government have signed your own, the people that you call government today are your real problem. They have signed your own extinction. They want to see you got extincted from the face of the earth. They never wanted you anymore to exist on the face of this planet Earth, because your existence is their end. Your existence stops whatever they benefit. Your existence is not good to them. So they want you to get extinct. I am Onyebuchi Ashibrobi, please. Preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. I have spoken for a very long time, and I want you to watch what I am telling you eyeball to eyeball and check if this is the same person telling you as a governor that he rejects Ruga because there is undertones. I want you to know how chameleon color these very people are. Let us go to the video, please.
Southeast, you don't have cattle routes. But in the north, we have cattle routes. And so nobody is going to say ban, open grazing, in some areas in the north where there are cattle routes, where they move constitutionally from one point to the other. But in the south, there is no cattle route. And so for you to move from one point to the other, you have to move through farms. You have to move through, population, dense areas. And this is not very good. And that's what the southern governors and, of course, Southeast in particular are saying. Let's go back to our traditional method of relationship. We will no longer allow you to take your cattle from one local government to the other. And the implication is that this foreign headers also come in terms of, mobile headers. We take A47. So that is a source of conflict. So anybody that is saying that there should be no ban on this thing is, on the other hand, saying that, look, these killings will continue. And that's what gave birth to ESN. Whether we support it as governors, we don't. But the people tend to support it because of the foreign headers that pretend that they are raiding cattle and then they are killing. And in my own village, a white man was kidnapped in my village that's doing construction, by these foreign headers. And we've encouraged the federal government, let's treat this, cattle raiding as a business. Take money from the federation account and develop ranches where they are designated ranches, especially in the north. And the northern governors are willing, but it's been frustrated.
So you had it yourself. There is the difficult job in the world is lying to your own people. Ị na-atụ asị to your own people, ị ahụ akwara, ị na-amaghị ebe o si, ọ gbapụtacha gị n'ihu. That akwara is telling you that, oh boy, you are a liar. You are a deceiver. Tell your people the truth. That's the essence of the akwara. Na gbapụtacha gị n'ihu. It's letting you to know that you are lying to your own people. You are a deceiver to your own people. You are not being realistic to your own people. Now, let us go to what Ugwani, Dave Umahi, Dave Umahi is telling to you. First, they have discovered where the problem from those rearing cow. Now, just put yourself, if it is the Igbo man that is rearing the cow, unalifing people, will they treat it like this? Or will they declare, if they catch you rearing cow anywhere, you will be fired? They will treat it as aya. They will treat it as aya. If you go to Ladipo, they used to close Ladipo market at every slightest mistake. Have they fired anybody before? The answer is no. But at any slightest mistake, they will shut the market down. They have not fired these people in this area, but they are shutting the market down. These are private business. They will give you condition. Then you go and pay millions to the government. Then they reopen your market. In 6 months' time, they shut it down again. But in these very people who are unalifing people, they tell you, oh, there is no route for them. Because these very people don't want to buy land to use it for their own selfish or whatever gain or their business. They are waiting. They have the entitlement mentality for the government to do it for them. But the Igbo men who buys things at Alaba are dominatory. They shut their houses. They destroy their houses. But the Fulani man who is carrying cattle supposed to be given land to rear his cow. Do you people see the mentality? Do you see the mentality? When I tell you that they are coming to take over your land, you think that I'm joking. Now reason what they are telling you to your own self. This is before you. They are talking to you. As a human being, you're supposed to reason. You're supposed to think about what they are telling you. Now they are telling you, oh, we know who are buying you. But do to what? You did not give them your land. You're supposed to give them your land to ease your own buying. And he cited in the north, where there is Ruga, there is no such problem. Can you people tell Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi in Castina, Fulani are killing innocent farmers? It is in the news because they call it a farmer headers clash. They unalive the Hausa people. Don't take my word for it. It is in the news. In Zamfara, the same thing. Go and check. These same people unalive farmers, and they call it farmer headers clash. Where Ugwani is telling you that there is cattle roots, they are unalifing the indigenous people. And as a matter of fact, in the north, herdsmen controls large turnout of local governments and stop people from going to their farms. If you must go to your farm, you pay dues to the herdsmen. Is that what Ugwani is telling you? Or should he include it in his nonsense that it is a clause for you to leave? Should he include this? When I tell you that these very people are not telling most of you the truth, you think that I'm lying to you. Most of them are not being realistic to you. They are not telling you the truth. They are very smart in lying, telling you lies upon lies. These very individuals have talent in lying. They can lie. Even devil is afraid of them because they have a very good talent in lying. Now, in the same note, where he tells you, show me one state in the north that is not a Fulani problem. The place that Ugwani is telling you, oh, they give them your land. And let me also let you know, did you know that when they came to preach in the north, to preach this Islam, they came with their cattle and said, please give us a small place so that we can be training our cattle. From that small place, they occupied that place. From like that, like play, they occupied and took over the north. With cows, so that is the same thing that Ugwani is telling you now. That, oh, for you to live, you must give them your land. And he cited the north. And if you go in the history of the north, you will see it yourself. Don't take my word for it. They came into the northern area pretending to be rearing cows, and they took over. They control these very territories. And today, what have they? What have they? Even their lands, they struggle, they beg for everything. In order to farm in their own land, they pay dues to the Fulani. Is that what Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi is telling most of you? A na-agwụkwa unu ihe unu na-apị calculator. Na-echeki ihe a na-agwa unu. Because these social media fights have beclouded things, we no longer look at what they are telling our own people. They are telling you that they will establish Ruga, that Ruga that you are afraid of. That Ruga that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu prophesied that immediately they establish it in our own land. It is gone for us. Now it is the so-called people that are telling you, oh, Ruga, and they are lying to you that there was a place in the north that they established this very Ruga, and they are not buying the people. Now go and ask, how have the lives of the northerners become ever since they accepted Ruga? How have their life become? It is shadow of themselves. Now please pay very close attention. Then moving forward, Dave Umahi told you that, oh, the people that are buying you now is not the local Fulani, but the foreign Fulani who took it upon themselves because there is no rearing riots for the cattle. That is the reason why they walk all the way in the north and they have come into your land, foreign Fulani. So, and they are saying that these very foreign Fulanis come into your land by passing all the border securities and come into Biafra land to unalive the people of Biafra. Michael Ejai, Akokambu story. Oya, let us analyze it. Now he told you in the north, there is cattle roots. And these very people, in north, you cannot hear the same story. Now, he told you, and that is the reason why they are buying the people in the east, because there is no cattle roots. Now, foreign Fulanis, where are they coming from? From the north, where there is cattle roots. And upon all the lands that is established in the very heavens of cattle roots, Foreign Fulani saw nowhere to rest or where, but in your own land where there is no cattle route. Now, according to their land listing, they said one state in the north is all about 5 states of the east. Now, these foreign Fulanis who have been given areas to rear their cows, who have bypassed their security in the border, and they do not check them because there is no security to check them in the north. And they have now arrived where there is a rearing roots, and they gave them where they rear cow. They see rearing roots, cannot settle in the rearing roots, but they have left the rearing root with AK-47 that they bought from Mama Nkechi, because ihe na Mama Ngozi na ndị yard ka ikobe or Mama Ngozi as a granite or biscuit. Now, when they pass this north, none of the Nigerian security people see them. They now left the place that they give them where to rear cow and come to your own land where you have no cattle route. And they open this AK-47 for the survival of their cattle. Dave Umahi na-akọrọ unu. Those of you on the cusp of this very thing who realize the cock and bull story told by Dave Umahi, this is how they deceive our own people and make people, sensible people, now be thinking like mugus and morons. This is how they have been deceiving our own people and make sensible people, people thinking right, now be reasoning like morons. Do you see how they have made your lives ungovernable? Do you see how they have reduced your life? Do you see how they have occupied some aspect of your life and make you a shadow of yourself? I am Onyebuchi Ashigburobi, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Now, when they come into your land, they open fire. And the security agencies now knew that it is them, but they cannot arrest them because there is no cattle route. That is what Dave Umahi is telling you. They cannot arrest them because their cattle need to feed first. Your lives are worth more, cattle's worth more than your lives. That is what they are telling you. The cock and bull story. A package of story out. Are you now getting where I am landing? And now, the government cannot do anything. That you should give them your own land also, because the people of the north have given them their land, and now they are in control of several local government areas in the north. Go and ask, just to do a very little bit research, please. Fulani terrorists or whatever they call, you call them and Boko Haram, please. There is no difference between Fulani, these people they call bandits, and Boko Haram. Boko Haram is the outlet. Fulani herdsmen is another outlet of Boko Haram. They are the same. Their own is to occupy your land. Their own is to erase you from the surface of the earth. That is the reason why they keep on buying the northerners in Benue the same. They raise villages, they rename the villages, and they rest in the villages. Now, the same Nigerian army do not go to the villages to arrest them. These very people comes to your own village, buy everybody there. They rest in the village and rename the village. It is happening in Nigeria. That is what Dave Umahi. Just look at the heart, the bitterness of these very people deceiving their own people for their own selfish political gains. Deceiving little people who trusted in them. Because I will never do a mistake of trusting in these monkeys and baboons. They are not worth to be trusted. Just listen to the things and the cock and bull story. He tells you how your lives will be, how they will unalive you, how they will do to you, what they will do to you, how they want your own life to be like. Just go and reason, and you will understand that your lives your life's worth nothing. It's worth nothing if you trust in these very people. Your life's worth nothing. I am Onyebuchi Ashibrobi, please. Preaching nothing but the undiluted. Eziokwu nke Chineke a na-akọ mmiri, eziokwu nke Olisa bi n'igwe. That is one thing that I have come to preach. That you don't know that I'm telling you the truth. It doesn't mean anything. It simply means that most of you are occupied by demons. Most of you hate the truth, while most of you are confused. You just have to hit the like button and share this very program. If you love this very gospel, hit the like button so it will get to people that it's supposed to get to. And let those people be awakened that these very demons have come to destroy their livelihood and to destroy them in perpetuity, because they have come to do the needful of the caliphate, not the needful of your own self. I am Nwashibrobi Kambo. I will keep on preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Nwashibrobi is the first of the saints. I'm not the first son, please. The first of the saints. You may not understand what I mean by that. Only me understand what I mean by the first of the saints. I am Nwashibrobi. And the truth that I preach to you here is undilutedly. Eziokwu nke a na-akọ mmiri. And I will continue like that, bringing this eziokwu to you. Because if there is anything that the enemy is hated so much, it is your resolve to stand on the truth. Your resolve to be truthful. Your resolve to reject lies. And reject lies in perpetuity. That's the only thing that the enemies fear most. And I have come to tear down the walls of Jericho. Mbudi Jericho are before me and you. Just kajinume, you will see what Almighty Chukwuokike is doing upon me and you. Let me tell you people the fact. Everything that is going on in the life of Ashibrobi is a testament that I have defeated the enemies. They really wanted me dead. Yes, they wanted me. The plans that they have is by now, I am no more. But what they never knew is that my chi leads me. They chased me all the way outside Nigeria to many African countries to get my details. But they never did. They never did. I am letting you to know. They never did. But instead, the Almighty Chukwuokike Abiama, Mwani, Ajani, ihe Igbo ji wee biri, ihe Igbo na-emeri ife na ihe na-emeri Igbo ife. Keep on protecting me. Mmiri be anyị na agụ ifufe be anyị. Ajani be anyị. Keep on protecting me. Agbacha ọsọ ya agụmanyị. Now, to those of you whom this very man called Dave Umahi is telling, are you now understanding the secret code that Dave Umahi is telling? That Dave Umahi is telling you, give them your land, and you will. That's the only thing that will save you from staying in your own land. Only your land. Do you see the evil? Do you see the deceit? And they are now telling you, oh, it is the problem to solve it is to create ranches. The same thing they told the Northerners. The problem to solve this Fulani is to create ranches. Now go to the North. They are living in their own shadow, which they are even confessing in their videos that their worst mistake is giving these very people land to do ranches. That is the same thing your politicians are looking at you in the eyes. Those who are supposed to protect you, they are looking at you eyeball to eyeball and telling you that you must give your land to Ndugu to rear their cows. That's the only way that you get protected. Do you now see? If you dare, the moment you allow cattle, do you see what they did to in Okigwe before the men chased them away from there? Do you see what they do in Abia State before the coming of this governor? Do you see the testimony of the bishop, how they kidnap them, how they run kidnapping in that their cattle markets? Do you see? That is what they want to bring to you in the broad daylight. That is what a former governor, Dave Umahi, is preaching to you in broad daylight. Your savior is going to come when you reject them in totality with their cattle ranches. My time is up. Till I come your way next time, I remain your one and only Onyebuchi Ashiburobi. Bye for now.